Do the intro. Hit the intro. Hit the intro. Hello, welcome back, guys, to episode 2.
Welcome.
Episode 2.
welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah. We took a break last week. You wouldn't know because it's gonna be posted next week, so it's okay. You guys don't know there was some time between, but we are back for the second episode. So how you guys been?
Been doing pretty good. Let's start with number one over there.
Oh, I've been tired. Gotta be honest, right? Tired. I had a day off today, but still, somehow, I'm more tired than I would have been if I went to work. So,
It'd be like that.
but
Yeah.
blessed either way with life. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Okay.
Personally, doesn't feel like it's been 2 weeks actually. Feels like it's been one. Video's up, guys. Watch it. It's pretty good.
Well, if they're watching this one, they might have watched the first one.
No, you're right.
Hopefully.
You're right.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
And if you're watching this one first, finish this one and then go back and watch the other one. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we have a few jokes today prepared for everybody, so okay, we're gonna get the good stuff first, and we're gonna go to the jokes. But yeah, what did I do this week? I didn't do anything too crazy, but yeah, it's been busy with life. God is opening and closing doors, so yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm really classified. Can't give everybody all the information yet.
Yeah, he's known as the gatekeeper around here. Gatekeepers.
Some people call me
Okay, it's
Mr. Mysterious.
okay.
nobody calls him that.
I'm joking.
Some secrecy is cool. It's
I'm
cool.
joking.
Gatekeeper.
I mean, honestly, even in the real in the world, a lot has happened this weekend. Like
Oh yeah,
Trump
yeah.
getting shot.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, the U.S. is kind of upside down right now, but I guess we should talk about that next or now. We've got a few minutes.
Now, I was actually gonna go through and do a new segment called "On Rotation." What have you guys been doing over the week? What have you been consuming? TV shows? What books you've read, music you're listening to, anything like that? Just so that people can get to know us better, basically. So what do you have?
I've been consuming. That's actually good. I've been consuming a lot of financial literacies, financial books, financial podcasts, and they're kind of more lean towards the area of debt and how to get out of debt and how to stay out of debt, and also not use credit as much as the U.S. is trying to, how much does young people use debt? But so I've been watching a lot of that. I have been watching a lot of Christian content. I always watch Christian content, but I've been watching, I guess you could say, promises that God has for Christians and prophecies and but in the sense of promises that God has for all believers to get through the day and get through tough times. Stuff like that, yeah.
That's pretty cool. For me, I haven't done much over the week. Just going through, brushing up some skills, graphic design wise, things like that. Got some stuff in the works and things. Besides that, just watching this TV show called The Mole on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
It looks pretty interesting. It's just something, game show type thing. Watching Christian content. Shout out to my boy Rustlin KD or Bless God Studios. He's like a, current, like, cultural type dude, gives a Christian perspective on things. So I've been watching him. It's pretty cool. And just other different podcasts of, people I find interesting or like, I watched also like a podcast about the dude called, I think it's Tristan Perry or Christian Perry. It's Tyler Perry's husband. It's like this girl that preaches and stuff.
Tyler Perry's husband?
Tyler Perry. No,
Wife?
no, it's not Tyler Perry. What's the dude's name? I don't know. I'll correct on the captions
Okay.
or whatever the dude's name is.
Yeah.
He has a book out and everything. It's pretty good. Like how to talk about God. He's like very bold
Okay.
and how he uses the the Bible and everything to talk about God and like confront people. So I saw a podcast about him and like Mormonism. You know, he talked to some Mormons and how, you know, he challenged them on the basis of like, you know, their faith of like how they're just so, how do they trust that Joseph Smith was right and all these other
Yeah,
things and everything.
yeah.
So it's pretty good, you know, be
No.
kind of like get to know other, you know, faiths and stuff so we can know how to defend our faith, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
With other
Especially speaking about Mormonism, that's crazy because, um, especially when it comes to down what they believe in defending the faith from Mormons, and they believe like, oh, Joseph Smith, the Book of Mormon is this word that's so divine, and a lot of times they come knock on your door and they have these verses memorized. So, especially as a Christian that knows the truth, we have to be ready to like defend our faith and be able to back up stuff we say, especially when it comes to the word. But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I actually heard some pretty interesting. I heard a testimonial about that today, actually. It was about this one older man who had been in Mormonism. He was like a high priest in there since the 1970s, and then until like 2006 he got out of it, but his kids were in it and everything, and like no, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. You said that. I saw there's a lady I saw on TikTok. She was an ex-Mormon. She was there for like her whole entire life, and she's like 30 now, I think. But she was basically talking about how when she finally became like, I guess, going up the ranks, XYZ, and then she kind of uncovered like the truth about some of the ceremonies and stuff. She's like, man, I've been lied to, and there's a lot of like secret stuff that goes on in Utah.
Yeah, he talked about that too. He's like the what would you say, the like the ritual
Yeah, like ceremonies.
ceremonies?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ceremonies. He talked about that. He's like, it was very uncomfortable the first time he did it, but since they are like really pushed to do them, like it's almost like looked down upon if you're not doing that. But they basically get in robes, nothing under, and then they start getting like anointed people touching them all over. Very
Like naked,
weird. Yeah.
I think originally it was like naked, and then slowly they start putting more clothes on. But yeah. Also too, Mormons, or they believe once you're finally like a full Mormon, they have to wear the special like undergarment that's like a onesie, and they can't drink coffee.
Oh yeah. Though can't drink coffee.
You can't drink coffee.
Yeah.
Can't drink.
Once you're, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He said that. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I've seen some videos about that too and everything. How ceremonies are, you know, out there.
No, it's pretty out there. Yeah, we should do the segment on Mormonism. Oh, and masonry. That's interesting too.
Well, masonry. That's deep. That's a deep.
Let's deep dive.
Yeah, let's
What's up with
deep
Mormons?
Yeah. So here's why Mormons are. Nah, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, my bad. Our producer's telling me I need to speak louder in here. My bad. Okay, hold on.
I don't really do too much watching, like entertainment wise. I kind of just have like a different routine. I mean, right now lately, whenever I can, I guess I get a chance to watch something. Watch The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. You know, I like chess, so I kind of just
Quality show.
do that. Yeah, I don't. You know, I think I watched it 4 times already. Yeah, it's just super interesting in the fact, just like, you know, chess. Chess is just interesting to me. I don't know. I'm a little different than most people. So yeah,
Some good stuff you can learn from that.
Yeah.
I guess.
But I think Elvis had a certain theme, a certain topic today. Since we're talking about Mormonism, yeah. Elvis, before we started this podcast, he was mentioning something about manifesting and being a Christian. So I had actually, let's open up with the man that had the plan. Go ahead.
The man. So today I was just, you know, just doing work and stuff, and then I think I was watching YouTube, and then came up this person saying, yeah, well, you know, it was like a Christian person saying, yeah, if you're a Christian, you know, you can manifest this, and just whatever you want to do in life, you just manifest it, it'll come true, and things like that. So it got me thinking. I was like, oh, we should probably talk about
Yeah.
manifesting, because this new age, there's a lot of new people around. There's a lot of people saying, yeah, just manifest it and it'll come to life. Just a lot of manifestation, like new age type spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it will be very helpful for a lot of
Yeah, I think let's open up then with our personal definition of what we think
Yeah,
manifesting is.
that's what I was
And
gonna
then
say. If we can define
Sergio,
it.
if you can search it up,
Yeah,
and I'll
that's
think my
what I was
perspective of
doing.
what I've heard about it, and then we'll find out the Google definition of it. But hearing manifestation, I heard that I guess in the recent years, it's kind of like new age, but from my idea of what they explained it, it's kind of, let's say you see something and you believe it so much that it comes to happen. Like, I'm manifesting this financial blessing or this financial thing over my life. I'm manifesting this new car. I'm manifesting this new boyfriend or girlfriend. And they believe it, and they're kind of like declaring it to the universe where it happens. That's the definition that I've heard. But what is that sort of red track?
Yeah, pretty much. It says the act of making something happen by imagining it consciously, thinking that it will happen. So pretty much on that same basis of like imagining it, saying it, and then it will happen based on like what you're believing, right?
Mm-hmm. So I guess going in, what do you think about that? Is that good, bad, neutral?
For me, there's a lot of things that the Bible tells us. If ask and it shall be given, right? But there's a critical a difference between because you're asking God, okay,
Yeah.
can you give me a new job or something related to that, or like health wise, change this situation in my life, or look, I'm looking for a girlfriend, can you just present it to me, stuff like that. But you're kind of like asking for God about that, and you always say, in the prayer, hey, but if it's not your will, let your will be done before mine, right? So I think it just manifests like the new age, the worldly manifestation is just saying like, oh, I'm gonna do this by my own. Like, I'm just saying it to the universe, hey, I want this, and you're not taking like God's input or perspective or purpose, in your life for that. So you just want to do it, just claim it. You can say, but without God, basically.
Yeah, I've heard, because I was looking into it a little bit, and I seen that even Christians were talking about them leaving New Age and stuff like that. There's like parallels between the two, manifestation, and especially when it comes to God. And like you were saying, Elvis, it's like when it comes to manifesting in the universe, a lot of people that came out of that and they're Christians now, they even said like a lot of that stuff works. Like it has, like they were manifesting and things were happening. But when they became a Christian, they realized that a lot of the stuff they were declaring to the universe, it was given to them by, I guess you could say, something that's not godly.
Different spirits.
Yes,
Or
something that's
stuff like that.
things that are not godly, and the Bible speaks about in Mark, or also in all New Testament, that if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, then you can move mountains. So if I have faith that I can move a mountain, then it shall be moved. But at the same time, we're thinking that kind of sounds like manifesting belief. But the difference is when it comes to manifesting and it comes to God, the mountain is being moved because we know that God is moving that mountain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then with manifesting, they're believing in some universe, something out there to do something for somebody.
You're not giving God the credit. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you heard that from, the manifesting or whatever, Christians talking about that. But I did hear, I've been watching a little bit of like George Jenko podcasts and stuff like that. He kind of mentions that, like manifesting, but he uses it in a different language, in a different way. I mean, he says it more in like your tongue has power.
Yeah.
And like basically the way you talk. So like, let's say, oh, I'm so bad at this. Oh, like, repeating negative things is like you're manifesting bad things constantly. That's the way he uses it. He doesn't use it as like, oh, I'm gonna make this happen by my words. Instead, it's like my words have power in the way I talk.
Yeah.
Like positive or negative, that's the way he uses like my words manifesting basically. That's the way he uses it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like in a different context.
Yeah, and he uses it.
Yeah. This is a different context. Obviously, our powers, our words have power because, the Bible says that one of the the most destructive parts of the body is the tongue, right? So us speaking something, it does have that power, but on the part of like manifesting stuff for ourselves, I think we just has to be like more tied with what God's will and purpose is over us, and things like that.
I think actually what you guys said, Sergio said, that has to go with like belief, because what you speak out is, I believe that whatever you speak out is what you believe. So whenever I'm talking and speaking about, like I'm saying negative things, I'm so bad at this, or I'm trash at this, or I'm so good at this, I'm saying what's inside of my heart, and then with my mouth, I'm declaring it out into the air. So if I believe that I'm bad, and I believe that I'm trash, or I believe I'm this, it's essentially, I'm going to start walking that way because that's what I believe. That's my belief. So I guess when it comes to manifesting, what people tell you to do is kind of manifest something positive, do this, do that, or I'm manifesting this great thing right now, something that I want. And they keep saying it. It's kind of like this repetitive chant, I guess you could say.
It's like a daily affirmation.
Yeah,
type
daily
thing.
affirmation, where they start to believe it, and it starts. And I
will have this.
I will
like that.
have this. But like you said, it works because if you believe something so much, you start to walk into that identity that you're basically chanting, declaring out into the air. But like you said at the beginning, it comes real selfish and really, I guess you could say, removing God out of the equation, because you're believing it, but you're believing it in yourself. Oh, I'm this best person, I'm this and this and that, but you're excluding God out of the equation. But then when you put God in the equation, you start to declare things, but in Jesus' name and His will over your life, then you bring God into the equation, and you're going to see that things are going to happen. The blessings that you want are going to happen, but they're going to happen with God in the equation, with God working, in that area. But no, it's definitely interesting. Did you have a comment on that? Have you heard about manifesting?
They kind of just go back a little bit, because, the conversation is kind of speeding up a lot, I'm not trying to interrupt nobody. I haven't heard, in other people speaking of it, like let's just say like people that do podcasts or entertainment and stuff like that, I haven't really heard too much people saying that. I see more like influencers on social media saying that, like if you want it, you're gonna have it, right? You just got to tell yourself every single day you want the money, or you want happiness, or whatever it is, that you're gonna have it. You just got to believe it. And I think it's a fine line. Like they kind of like try to twist things up, like how you guys were saying. Like how Elvis was saying, that it's for us as Christians is us going through God and saying, hey, I would like this, right? But having the faith with it. So it's like, I believe it. Like, as we were saying before, is as long as you have faith as a mustard seed, I mean, anything can happen, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just faith is what we use, that, at least that's how I use that term of manifesting it, is I believe that I'm going to have what I'm asking for, right? Because of course we always got to go through God and ask Him for something, because we don't have the power ourselves. The power comes from God. So that's kind of like how the world's kind of just been like twisting it and trying to give them the credit themselves, saying that I did this. That I don't need God. So it's kind of giving other people a reason to not believe in God, because if they see other people doing it, oh, that dude manifested it himself, then why would I need to lean towards God for it?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like causing a lot of like conflicts in people, and I think that's where that word came to do, is to cause more a distraction to people and say that if he can do it, I can do it by myself too, and I don't need anyone or anything else to help me out with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of my take on that.
I would say, just to conclude a little bit, basically. So what we're personally saying, kind of, is like manifesting is not Christian, or is not, should not be like practiced by Christians, because, as you know, as the definition says, it's the act of trying to make something happen by imagining it. So like you're putting yourself in the role of, I'm gonna make this happen. So really, Christians should not really be thinking like that or believing in manifesting.
Yeah.
What I think.
And I was thinking too, because people that are manifesting, we were saying things are coming, basically this like a reality. It's actually coming, but the Bible speaks that the devil is like the prince of this earth, so he has authority to give you what you want. So a lot of people, they're like, I don't need God because I'm believing it, I'm declaring it to the universe, and it's actually happening. Well, and it's like, of course it's happening. Like, the devil's going to give you $1 million if you want it, if he knows that if you declare it to the universe or to him, he'll give it to you. He's like, I don't need God in the equation.
Right.
Yeah.
And when it comes with God, and it's like Sergio said, is we can't say like, oh, I'm doing this. It's God that's allowing it to happen. It's God that's opening the doors and closing the doors. And the Bible says that, it is God that causes the harvest to grow. So we can plant the seed, we can do whatever we want, but God is the one that's growing the crop. So I can plant as many seeds, work as much as I want, but God is opening the door. So when we're trying to take God out of the equation, we're manifesting certain things. A lot of times those things that we want to like imagine into reality are not even inside of God's will. They're outside of God's will. As a Christian, I'm saying I want $1 million, or I want this girlfriend, I want this new car, I want this and this and that. And it's actually happening. And the devil's like, I'll give it to you because I'm going to keep you comfortable, because you're going to be outside of God. If I give it to you, I'll keep you comfortable outside of God. So that's something that, we have to, I guess, watch out for, But I also had a question, since we're speaking about this. How do you think a Christian should go about then when it comes to believing things into reality, or trying to, when it comes to, they want a blessing over their life, or they want something to happen, a new job, they want a wife or husband. How should they go about that? What do you think?
I mean, that's a really interesting question. I would say, for me, like all the decisions I've made have been through like, okay, like, God, this is in your hands. Please give me the wisdom that I need. The wisdom how to steward this. Because God can give you, what you want in your heart, right? What your heart desires, right? He tells you, I'll give you whatever your heart desires, but it's just how you put it into practice, you can say, right? So it just
So go ahead.
oh, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
No, because you said heart desires, and then I was thinking, because people that are doing that manifesting, they're basically trying to manifest things that their heart desires. But the Bible speaks about that the nature of the heart is deceitful, it's tricky, and with the heart, and human heart just resides as evil. So what Elvis said and what the Bible says, God will give you the desires of your heart, but the desires of your heart have to lean towards God's heart.
Yeah.
So when you start to seek God and start to search him, you're going to see that the desires of your heart are going to change, because God's not going to give you all the desires of your heart right now, because what I'm thinking about right now, it could be my desires: drugs, women, lust, money, vanity, all these different things. So a lot of times we're praying and trying to like declare something over our life, but we're imagining something or declaring something wrong, or something that's outside of the will, something that's perverse. But when we try to, speak blessings over our life, when it comes with God, it's just like that. God will give you the desires, but the desires of your heart are not going to be desires that are holy and that are aligned with his will. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I should have been a little bit more clear.
No, you're good. I interrupted you.
Yeah, no. I should have been a little bit more clear, saying that, I mean, obviously, there's been things that God has conveyed, made me feel, has used other people to tell me. So I do know kind of like what direction I want to go to, right? So it's leaning more of like what God wants me to do. Obviously, whatever your heart desires, and if you're not like in a really, like in a good place, you can say, right, where you're just going after like money or different things, obviously your heart is gonna desire, those kind of things. So thank you, yeah, for clarifying a little bit more of that.
No,
'cause-
I know you were gonna go into it. I
Yeah.
just something that hit my mind.
Yeah, it hit your mind. But what was the saying? Yeah. So the way, like, how you go about it is like, obviously that discernment. You need that discernment to, and wisdom, of what like God will wants for your life, and just like, believe that you're gonna have that. How can I say? Kind of. I don't know if you guys are understanding me
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit. It just,
Yeah, I get it. Because I'm thinking that too, because now I'm thinking like when it comes to the world's version of it, if I'm manifesting, let's say, riches, right? I'm gonna get it a certain way that I want it. So I'm trying to manifest riches or a wife or woman, and then let's say something comes, right? But the reason a lot of times it's tricky, I think not tricky, but when it comes with God is the reasons why a lot of times we declare it over our lives, but the timing and different factors, the timing and other things are different when it comes with God, because when it comes to manifesting, I want a woman, or I want $1,000, I want $2,000, it happens. But what comes with God is like, God, I want this blessing, but He's not going to present it to you in an incorrect way or an incorrect timing. So just like imagine, my dad uses this example a lot. Like a kid, he's like, I want a new car, right? I want a new car. I'm 16, I'm 15. And that's kind of us. We're trying to declare something. I want a new car or whatever. And then I get the car. I crash the car. And the reason why I crashed the car is because it wasn't the right timing yet for that blessing. You know what I mean? And I think that's how it kind of goes, is a lot of times the world, we declare it out, they give it to us, but it gives it to us just like that. And God knows how to package things and package your blessings for the right time of your life. So when it comes with a wife, if I'm trying to declare a woman that I want to enter my life, He's not going to just present any woman. He's going to present a wife for you. If I want money, God's not going to present to you, oh, here's $1 million in your bank account. He's going to provide you the tools to create and to generate that wealth and other stuff. So what I think manifesting, it's a counterfeit of the way of the blessings that God wants and wants you to have it. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say.
I get, yeah, I can say that blessing or whatever you want in your life, God is gonna put you through that, situation where I don't want to say test, but go through that like a situation for you to like grow into that blessing that you have, right? He prepares you for that, right? So I can say in my case for like financial, right? He prepared me in like different ways way before then. Like I had different jobs and everything. He prepared me that way for me to like go in like and start doing things for now, right? So it's just like there's a process for it, and He will give you that, right? But it's just like a process, and then obviously it's gonna be like God's will, basically. What you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a lot. Oh, I was trying to keep up with everything, honestly. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think y'all spoke on it. Very good. It was like, basically, our timing is not God's timing. We desire things, and it's very hard because, as humans, we can be very impatient when we desire things, but God's timing is always perfect. I was thinking about this one verse. I couldn't bring it up in English. I couldn't translate it, but pretty much it kind of says like like going through the process of faith produces patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it's translated into English, but yeah, basically, no matter what you're going through, sometimes it takes longer for things you desire, and sometimes God has better things than what you desire, and it also produces patience in the person while you're waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
So, that's kind of, I think you worded it better than I worded it.
Yeah.
So basically, the world's version is it'll give you something, but when you take that same faith and belief, but you put it through, with God, he'll give you the correct version, the most edifying version of it, and the version that will best complement your life and for you. And so it's like the world will give it to you, but God will give you the version that is prepared specifically for you. And
And he will prepare you how to handle it.
and how to handle it.
And how
Yeah,
to handle it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's the biggest part.
Yeah.
Being prepared to be able to handle it and not just giving it to you. It's like that saying. There's like, you teach a man to fish instead of giving him the fish, right? Because through the process of learning how to fish, then he can live on his own and not just rely on what is always giving to him and handout and this and that. It's kind of like what the government's doing nowadays with like giving out money, helping out people.
Well, I'll take in the middle. Whoa.
No, I threw one in there.
I'm joking.
The government should not pay for food stamps. I said, I'm kidding.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But
Hey, that's a clip. That's a clip. All right,
yeah,
continue.
but you said at the end in that verse, I think I know what verse you're talking about, but it produces patience. So when you put it through God, sometimes it could take just a little bit longer, but that little waiting period that takes a little longer compared to when you put it through the world is that waiting period that prepares you for that blessing that he's about to give you. If I'm just going to use the example of like being married and if I'm asking for a wife, if you take it to the world, you can find a woman or you can find a husband. If you can go anywhere and you can find someone. If you're trying to declare that and look for that, you'll find it. But when you put it through God, I use that example, he'll give you that wife, but it might take a little longer because to give you that wife that you desire, he's going to prepare you that husband that will complement that wife that you're asking for, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So if I'm asking for, $20,000 a month or $100,000 a month or $1,000 a month, whatever financial goals that you guys might have, which is good to have financial goals.
Yes, very good.
Then God's going to be like, okay, but I'll prepare you to be that person that can use the word
Steward.
steward that can handle it, that can use that can grow that. So if I'm asking for a wife, God's going to prepare you to be a husband. If I want a business, God's going to, if I want money, God's going to prepare you to be a business owner. So just like stuff like that, that patience of faith is that growth that is worth it when you put it through, the path of God compared when you put it to like the world.
A lot of things too happening nowadays is, especially like us as younger people, there's a lot of videos out there and stuff like that of like people making money, like doing businesses, like quick businesses, and then selling these courses, all this and that.
Yeah.
And what I've learned hearing out people that actually have money and like, have businesses on this, they did not make these businesses in like a year or two.
Yeah,
They have gone through a lot of things. Usually those people that end up like going higher, they have like the hardest, processes in their life. They have a lot of ups and downs, a lot of losses, a lot of wins, but they keep going. So,
Yeah. Did you have something?
I think you guys kind of just spoke on every point, to be honest. I don't know if I have anything to add, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I also say, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry, because I'll go back to what you're saying. But I just do want to lose Sergio's train of thought. I'm sorry. You said something because you said the topic of process. And you're talking about people online and talking about businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're still on that topic of manifestation, and I noticed that what is connected to that word of manifestation is like now. Like now,
Quick.
patient,
Quick.
quick.
Yeah.
Quick. I'm declaring it because
On my
I
time.
want it. Yeah, on my time. I want it now. I want it quick. And it's like, and we see these TikTokers or social media, Instagram. We're seeing that they're getting all these different things, that business, that money, that so-called blessing that they want, and we're watching them. We're like, oh my gosh, like it's so quick for them. They're getting it now and stuff. But the reality is that it is a process, and even if those people that they say they got it quick and they're really lying to you, it's that the world doesn't work that way. You can't get it quick because it'll be like I'm giving a new Ferrari to the guy that just got their license at 16. They're gonna crash. It doesn't work that way. So kind of like a word of advice I would say is kind of relax, if that makes sense. So when you listen to those videos or TikTokers talk about money or all these things that seem to come quick, don't a lot of times that robs your peace because you want it now, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
There was actually this proverb. I listen to the Bible sometimes at work because I can't work and read at the same
Yeah,
time. But basically, in the New Living Translation, it says something along the lines of it was like it actually says get rich schemes. Something about the people will lose their money.
Money that comes quick goes quick.
Goes quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's-
actually hearing that, and knowing that, like,
Exactly.
like
No, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Like, because I don't want to interrupt or anything, but that is a saying I've heard very often. Is if it comes quick, then it's gonna go quick. Because the problem with that is like you don't really understand the value of it because it's coming in so quick. So let's just say from tomorrow you get those $1 million. You're not gonna realize like the worth of those $1 million, so you're just gonna just lose it all pretty much. Because I do see this guy on TikTok there that he's been doing videos for a while now that he interviews like pretty wealthy people, and he always asks like, like how was it? Like I don't think he's really asked how long did it take them, but they say that they've failed before. That we're like they go through this process and it's not easy. People think that if I start this business right now, by tomorrow, I'm gonna be this guy, or in a month, or in a year, I'm gonna have $1 million sales and things like that. And it really doesn't work like that. Like sometimes you have to fail, to build, I guess, that character that will be able to handle, like how you guys were saying before, the actual like blessing that's coming. It's like it's got to build up, and at one point, then that's when you're gonna get blessed.
Yeah, it's good. I was gonna say, no, there's that one kid or kids that like they do like a pump and dump in some stock or crypto. They never done it before, and then they make like I don't know a lot of money. Yeah,
It's like that GameStop. GameStop 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then they made a lot of money then, but then they lose it. They can't replicate it because it was like it's not a skill. They didn't learn how to trade or stock. They just a pump and dump.
you're describing me. That's what I did. I did that once already.
Yeah.
That exact thing.
Yeah, I
put
remember.
money into that Coinbase,
Yeah.
pump and dump, made a lot of money, lost it all. I didn't know how to make it back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It was like, dude, I'm some trader now.
Yeah.
Let's
You don't
go
have
ahead
the
and
skills
just stick to day trading.
I was actually thinking, let me just quit my job and start doing
Oh my
this.
god.
What is
Oh yeah, I remember. He's like, man, I should just quit my job and do this full time. I told him. I told him no.
I did.
I do it. No,
It was in this very room right here. It was in this very room.
Yeah,
I remember that time he told me when it all
Yeah, I
happened.
told him for people that do day trading and everything, they need like thousands of dollars, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, just to make what you will make a regular job and stuff. And the risk is there to lose it all, right? So yeah, I told him, hey, don't do that.
Don't worry, I've learned from my mistakes. I've moved on from that.
Yeah.
We're on better places.
Yeah, better places.
Because kind of just speaking a little bit on that, just because I also thought trading is going to be super easy, but really a lot of people say that those people on social media that say they're day traders, they're not real day traders because you got to have the live stat sheets. Because if you ever see like the what are they called? Like the guys that are actually like day traders, like they have like screens of everything like fluctuating live, and like you're not gonna have that at home. You're not gonna have that set up at home. You're just gonna be looking at numbers, guessing. Oh, go in, cash out.
Yeah, and it's crazy because those same people are the ones telling you like this advice to trying to like, buy my this.
Buy my
you get
course.
this money quick.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, dude, you have 10 screens, you have all these spreadsheets. There's no way that this is like you made all this money in a week or month that they promise you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that quick. I think with anything that comes quick, it goes quick because you don't have that, that skill to have to maintain that.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but I've been on YouTube, watching videos. I don't know why every one of my ads is one of those like, do this business, start this business.
I stopped.
There's no losses. You will only win like that. Like get money quick. But like every one of my ads is like that. Like what?
Yeah,
What am I
mine used to
doing?
be like that too. I literally stopped paying attention because I think, the type of person too that I was trying to listen to all of their advice all at one time,
Yeah.
and they were convincing me to buy their stuff, their programs, and I was like,
You
I was
actually
thinking about it.
paid.
I think I bought
for
one
the
program, but it was
courses?
cheap. It was like it wasn't expensive.
You don't need a thousand.
They got you.
No, I wouldn't.
They got you. They got you.
See, yeah, a coupon is fine.
No. It was like a month thing, and I was like, you know what?
I won't lie though. I'll listen to it maybe a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
but I've never gone that far.
Yeah.
You're
Like
being-
you know they have like the little trials. I think I've gone as far as to click on it and just to see what they say.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's always
I watched the free trial.
like they go about their life first. Oh, I started when I was 15, doing this, doing that, and then that's how you know.
I don't know if y'all have noticed how they always repeat.
Listen, listen.
They-
yeah,
different
repeat the
story.
same
They
thing
repeat the
over and
same
over.
thing over and over. Listen to this person. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just some marketing, just trying to keep convincing you to, upsell you on whatever course and everything. So, yeah.
But I look at think too. It's kind of like, just transitioning to that is like it has to do with like what we listen to. There's so many voices because even in the same topic we're talking about, like all manifestation, it's a lot of times we're doing it because we want certain things that the world is offering to us. The world is offering a lifestyle or stuff. They're offering riches and certain things, and even the desire of wanting more of money or whatever it is. And
I would say it's influenced by social media.
yeah, and then the modern version of that is the social media. Like
Yeah.
these people, they sell you a lifestyle. They sell you in your mind a lifestyle, a certain goal, a certain thing.
It's very appealing.
Yeah, very appealing, and they say it's quick. It's quick. Oh, you trust me, do it my way, and it's quick. And everybody's telling you that. And if you pay attention and listen to those voices, you're gonna fall. But in that same verse that you read, I think there's like a verse after it, but in the same place in Proverbs, it's talking about, whatever money that comes quick goes quick. And then it goes on to say that wealth that is grown, I guess the modern way, slowly. Wealth that is grown slowly but surely lasts. So wealth that's not get rich quick. And a lot of times we look at the young guy and we're like, dude, he's making that money. But wealth that has grown surely, like slowly but surely, with a skill,
Yeah.
with something that you can buy that actually has value,
Yeah.
those things will last. Because if that money goes away, you have that skill
Yeah.
to keep going. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Put it to use.
yeah,
Yeah.
juicy.
Yeah. I think we had a pretty good conversation, keeping it within, the manifestation, part of it. So just to like wrap it up a little bit, you can say we're like a 40-minute mark. So
Oh, that's good. Good. We got
good conversations.
Good content.
What it be is whatever you want for your life and whatever you want to believe in terms of like something happening in your life, always consult God and make sure it is His will being done before yours, right? And that God show you the way, give prepare you for that, whatever you're asking for, and whatever it'll come true if you have enough faith. But it's always according to His will, basically, I would say. So don't say I'll manifest this for this, whatever.
Yeah.
I need this, this will happen, because we always need God. He's our main provider of everything. So we should just try to do what it's accordance with Him. You can say.
Yeah. I guess essentially, exactly that. Whatever you pray for, essentially, God will give you what you pray for, but He'll give you the best version that will complement your life. So God won't deny you because that desire is in your heart, especially if you keep seeking Him. That desire is going to still be there. It's because it's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And He'll give you exactly what you're praying for, the way that will best work with your life and the way that it will best bless you where you're at,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I would say don't doubt that God gives good gifts, because sometimes we think,
Yeah.
if I don't get what I want, it's not going to be as good, right? But it actually says it, that if we as bad people know how to give good gifts to our kids, how much more does God give?
Good God.
Good gifts. If we are bad, we love giving good gifts, especially if we're giving a gift out of like love and like, we you know.
Even as sinners.
Yeah, we want to see that person be happy, and how much more God would love to see us be happy, you know, giving us a good gift. But yeah, just believing that and knowing
It's a
that,
good verse.
you know, yeah, it's a good verse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah, that's good.
summed it up, you know.
Yeah.
I do truly believe that. That just kind of just pray about it, seek him through his word, and he will reveal what he wants from you and how to prepare you for the blessing that you're asking him for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Do we want to conclude on something else?
We'll just say like a verse that I found. I go through the app, the Bible, and then just highlight some things that I liked.
Yeah.
It'd be on James 1:17. It says, "Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change." Right. So it's just, saying, hey, everything that is good and perfect is coming from God. So whatever basically what we have been saying, if it's according to God, it will be done.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. That's good.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Do we have
Amen to
something
that.
else? A joke or something or no?
I don't know. You
What
have
did we
another
say on the
pickup
last video? I
We
think you
had-
said
line?
something.
You said you're gonna bring another pickup line test. So for people to use, all the singles out there.
Gosh. I had one, but
Let me find him on my phone.
yeah. Do we find one real quick? Well,
I think I have a couple that have never been used.
Oh, he has a vault.
he has some good ones,
Ooh.
but I'll say the stereotypical one that I heard
know if I
too
have
many Christian guys use. It was walking up to a girl.
What's the numbers one?
The Numbers one. And he said, "Hey, I was reading the book of Numbers, and I realized I didn't have yours." And then they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing!" Don't use that one, guys. It's too cheesy. Just
It works. Only if you look
Just it doesn't work. Just. We should do maybe in the future, guys. I think this is a good group to talk about Christian dating.
Okay.
Christian
Yeah,
dating.
we'll definitely
That'll
talk
be a
about
good
that.
topic, but we'll wait till everybody's more invested because we can't give you the juice too early. Trust. We can't give you the good stuff.
We
too
gotta
early.
gatekeep some
Yeah,
information.
It's okay.
I have one here. It could. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's pretty highly used, but it's pretty good,
Go.
right? Some Christian riz.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm kidding. He says, "If we were around Noah's time, then me and you would be a pair."
What? I've never heard that. I've never heard that one. The heck?
That's pretty good.
I've never heard that. That's a good one.
I think I've heard it a couple times.
There's no laugh track. It's just buttons.
Good.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
No.
Yeah.
Good timing. Thank
I
you.
think it just everyone words it a little different, and I mean I have a couple more for next time. So if you need some more, you got to stick around for the next episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would say subscribe, comment down below anything that you want to hear, want to know more about, something about ourselves or anything like that. I would say if you're looking for a church to get connected to a local church, go ahead. It's very good.
It is very recommended. I actually
very
heard a
recommended.
stat this week where we're saying that people that attend church regularly are more likely to be off drugs, less depressed.
No divorce.
Divorce rates are better.
Dropped.
So like a lot of people don't understand going to church is actually very beneficial to to a person in in the physical, but also
Yeah.
spiritual. Helps
Yeah.
you
Very
grow in
special.
community.
Yeah.
100%.
And follow us on Instagram.
Yeah,
Found
so,
Youth
yep.
YTH, and then subscribe.
Yeah,
Okay.
share with your friends, your peeps. That way it allows us to keep making more of this content and also making the content better for you guys. And if you share it, leave comments, we can have better conversations about things that you guys want to hear. It could be dating, intimacy, finances, future goals, self-help, all these different things. So leave your comments. That way it allows us to be better at, making more stuff for everybody else and you guys.
Yeah, I would say this personally. It would really help if you guys also would care to comment. Give your opinions on what you guys think. Obviously, we're not the most
Professional yet.
people here.
Yeah.
We don't have like 50 plus years in this. I don't have Bible verses memorized, perfectly or anything like that. But we're all learning kind of, and we could learn from you guys. You guys can learn from us. So it'd be very, very beneficial for both sides.
Yeah. I guess I think what are we like? We give you the raw young male perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry, we'll have
other females.
we have
Yeah,
female
we'll have
perspective as
we'll-
well.
we'll
so-
bring
some.
Yeah,
We'll start bringing
they're
them
coming.
in.
They're coming.
Soon.
Slowly. Slowly. surely.
They gotta earn
Maybe.
their way in first.
They're coming. They're coming, guys.
Yeah.
Trust.
Trust. All right, so like and subscribe. Thanks.